Hello everyone, welcome to our how-to video for your second project on gridding. So I'm going to teach you how to make a grid and follow a grid for those students who are looking to sort of create more detail in their drawings. Now for your second project, I want to remind you, you are not required to grid. I said you can absolutely trace your image if you so choose, but you have the option to grid if you want. And again, this is to help you capture more detail in your image. So first things first, I printed off a pop can, kind of a random thing that I found. Don't go too crazy in terms of being elaborate for your project. You don't need to. Okay, you're being marked and evaluated on your ability to shade, to blend, to capture those shading techniques, to do them really effectively. So we're trying to create 3D images. So I don't want you to get so caught up in picking images that are super complicated. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Okay, pick something that you're comfortable with and pick something that you're going to enjoy working with. So for this case, I just picked a pop can, and right beside the pop can, I have my blank piece of paper. I have a standard ruler, and what I've done with this ruler is I have taken it right across the page, you will notice, and I started making my lines horizontally as well as vertically. Now the key to gridding at the end of the day, regardless of size, is having the same amount of squares on one piece of paper as your second piece of paper. So for example, again guys, bear with me. When I'm filming, I try and do all with one hand. So I have 7 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 squares across the top, which means I have to have 7 squares across here as well, which I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay, this will work then. So I take my pencil and I start counting in order to start sketching. So right away I have nothing in terms of my image in my first row, but I have something in my second row. So you start counting. So we go 1, 2, 3. So in my third square, bottom right-hand corner, I have the first edge of my pop can. So I go to my blank piece of paper, 1, 2, 3. And again, guys, bear with me. I am doing this so backwards. And I'm going to start making the edge of my pop can. Then I'm going to go to my second square. I'm going to look over here. It takes me right across. I'm going to do this super lightly. And it takes me right over. Now, when you are gridding, I strongly recommend you get as detailed and as precise as you want. So for example, I take my ruler, so from corner to edge, I measure, okay, 0.5 millimeter, almost 1 millimeter. From one corner to my pop can to the other, pardon me, I'll take it. I know I actually have to come up a bit more here and make my line a little straighter so I can fix that, erase it, and I can go. And I'll just make that adjustment. I'll fix it up after, actually. There we go. I'll fix that up in a sec. So get as precise as you want, get as exact as you want, and the beauty of gridding is that you can. And then by the end, once you get your outline, it'll start identifying where your highlights are. First thing, right there. And of course, working with our multiple pencils, we can kind of create our image, kind of going from one sheet to the next, back and forth to get as much detail as possible. Hope that helps you guys. Remember, you can contact me anytime for help. Happy sketching.